How's it going, guys? So we're here for another T-Hunts. So we're doing import-export. I would consider this to be a medium difficult type of map because there's tend to be a lot of sharp corners and a lot of pillars, and the enemy can be somewhat kind of tricky to take on this one. So let's see what we can do. Alright, so we're going to place our boys over here.
Double time.
And this is where things are going to get a little tricky. You want to throw a smoke grenade over there. And my character actually... It's not what I wanted to do. But, once we eliminate these boys, I'll explain everything here. Sir? Who the hell you think you shooting at? Oh my god, head face. Alright, so basically the whole thing is that there's a gentleman that's over there. There's one over there. There's one there. And there's actually, I believe, two over there. So they will outflank you in any direction. Now, by moving your boys over here, they don't get very much cover, but they save you from the trouble of actually getting outflanked from this side, especially when you're playing on realistic mode. And you do have to be careful sometimes because on high density, the road tends to be an extra, hello? My bad. Excuse me, I was talking. Ooh. I can't even get through a guide here without getting shot at. But as I was going to say, on high density, oh, you gotta be kidding me with this. Trying to create a guide here and I keep getting shot at. Persistent little ones, aren't we? Alright, I'm gonna move over there. Oh, you gotta be kidding with this. A little difficult to create a guide while they keep doing is coming after me. But anyways, as I keep trying to say, as high density, there usually tends to be an extra person here, or there'll be one right behind that corner. So when you think you're in the open clear, they will tend to just come around that corner and pop you with the spaz. Now, on the console version, which you could have done back in the day, is there's a fire alarm here. And you could actually shoot that fire alarm and almost like half the map would come out through this hallway or through this room. And you just pop them through the window. But now, I tried it on PC and it doesn't seem to work. Going through the actual buildings itself can be extremely deadly because there's a lot of crates and stuff like that, and that's where thermal tends to come in really handy. But by the time you even spot the enemy within that area, especially if you're using something like an assault rifle, you're already dead. You know, and even with a shotgun or SMG, they'll more bound to get you than anything else because even a simple room like this could have 3 or 4 different entrances. So you may be covering one, but you have 3 more you have to cover. And if the AI is getting smart enough, they'll actually come around and just take you from behind. Pause. The other situation is this one door over here, because once you go around that corner, there's a door that's right there, and it's a medium-sized area like this, and there's a balcony that's up top that has a rappel. And on console versions, people would come down that rappel, and then there's a big open space on that other side and a small little alleyway that they would come from run that way, and they would also come from that door on top of anybody else who was actually still within that area. And there's boxes that are like this that are on that side that are low cut boxes that you could actually throw a smoke in that area and just slowly pick them all with an SMG or a shotgun. But like I said, on the PC version, they tend to be a lot more aggressive. And trying to counterflank them from using this area right here, they'll actually go through this part of the building and come around into this locker room right here and actually take you out from that side. And especially if you're playing on realistic mode, it can be extremely difficult to try and actually beat it. I know, because it took me several tries to actually beat this. area. But we'll come over here real quick. And this is the box over here I was talking about. And that's the balcony I was talking about, and the little open space here. They better not die on me. So we might be in the clear. Oh, he took the kill. But that's the room that they'll actually flank you from. You can get like 4 or 5 of them coming from that just one room alone. So if you have a good grenade shot to get it in there, you can take quite a bit of them out. But like I said, once we traverse into the harder difficulties, like realistic mode, we'll actually go into the more dangerous areas where I'll actually die multiple times, and show you and play on like high density, and show you the difficulties of actually going inside the buildings and the close quarter combats that you're actually going to need to actually try to outwit the AI. CQB training I would consider to be one of the most easiest maps, maybe second to the Vegas Junkyard, and you'll find out why. Now, when you come around the corner here, are you kidding with this? Sir? Guys? Make me do it myself then. Like I said, a lot more aggressive on PC. But basically, there's an entrance right there. And there's an entrance right there. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Seriously with this? Start a guide and the AI is trying to get famous. But basically there's like one guy that's right there. There's usually like maybe 1 or 2 that run a corner. And then the rest are actually preset spawns that are out here. So once these guys start getting attacked, the rest will start running in like they did. Sir? You plan to go somewhere there, buddy? You trying to get in the picture frame there? So basically what you do is you send them up here. And this is kind of like a kiting situation because there's other buildings in this area that are actually very close quarter combat and very thin like walls. So even if a good shotgun or SMG shot, they can hit you through them. And this is basically what the map looks like. And on console version, there was a trick you could actually done, but basically 2-story buildings from each one. They all connect through these little bridges here, and they're all like close quarter areas. Now, as you can see, that there's not a single one of them out here, but immediately when you start firing shots inside these buildings, it starts activating their spawns. And there was a trick where there's the same placement like this, but it's on the other side of the map. And what you would do is you would be there, you and your teammate, or just you and your other 3 teammates, and you would have them camp on this wall, and then you would actually run to the other side, which would actually activate the rest of the people's spawn points in this area. The problem of doing that is because if you did it by yourself, the AI would actually be smart enough to actually try to ambush you by climbing up the ladder. And since there's actually plenty of ladders around here, you couldn't really tell the difference if it was the ladder behind you or a ladder out there. And it would usually be the guys that have the Spaz 12s that would come up from behind and just pop you. So you got to be kind of careful with this falling off this platform right here, because if you would actually jump from there straight down there, you would die. At least in console version. Fall damage in this game is really bad. But this is what the insides of these places look like. And it's very close quarters. So we're going to fire a shot in there. Not get clinked up on the thing. Preferably. And basically if you're playing with the AI, just keep them right here. And as they try to climb the ladder, all you do is just pop them. As you can see, they're everywhere. My aim's a little off, so I do apologize. Yeah, my god, first. But yeah, they basically come out of the woodworks. Well, my aim was really bad there. Like disturbing an ant farm, they will come after you. Yeah, so you have to be very careful when you start roaming around this area because they'll come from all directions. You know, and that's basically all you do is once you empty out one building of that spawn area, you go to another side, fire a shot in there, and run back here. Kind of repeated thing. And as boring as it may sound, and there's not enough fun in it, trust me, it will save you a lot of trouble when you start playing this game on a realistic mode, where the enemies will one-shot you or two-shot you in this game, and then you're going to start raging harder than Call of Duty. It's just simple as that. You gotta be kind of careful too, because your character tends to cling on to a lot of crap in this goddamn game. You know, you may be taking that sharp corner and then catch yourself on a goddamn box, and the next thing you know, you have all these people showing up on you, and it's like, not gonna end well. Your boy got taken out before he knew what hit him. AI doesn't seem to miss that bad either. But CQB training is definitely what I would consider to be fairly easy when you're trying to actually farm in this game because of that reason. And I just realized too, the volume may be a little loud because I was actually playing by myself. Put that down to a 5. I don't want to blast your guys' the ear off. Oh, you're coming right back up, huh? But yeah, if you want to try to get your like your salt up for your grenades, or if you're trying to use CQB training, excellent area, especially if you're going to do like lone wolfing. As long as you follow this procedure, you should be perfectly fine, as long as you're not taking something like a sniper rifle within the buildings itself, because there is no such thing as quickscoping in Rainbow Six Vegas. Because unlike with Call of Duty, where you can actually use, I think it's like your left trigger, if they still keep it, as to be able to zoom in and out, you actually use your right analog stick for that. So you're not quickscoping. Especially since the AI's got faster reflexes than you do, they will get you.
Get over here.
I'm going to bring my boys over here because I don't trust where these last two dudes are at. Sir? The hell you shooting at? Oh, you sneaky lizard. This is the reason why you bring the AI with you. That's funny. But yeah, so there's that. We'll get one more in, and that, of course, that'll be the video, so. I don't remember what the next map is. What's the next one? Oh, God. Three Kingdoms Casino. I definitely consider this to be a medium to hard difficulty map. It's very indoors, and it's somewhat close to medium quarters. There's a lot of hallways, but once you start going to the big open rooms, there's like a lot of slot machines, and there's a lot of open territory for the enemies to actually get you. And since they usually tend to blend in with the environment that it is, it can be kind of difficult. Alright, so this one I would suggest bringing a shotgun or something like that, and the AI is not the smartest on this area, but most of the rooms look like this, completely big open rooms, And the hallways can be kind of tricky. They tend to have the thin walls. But this is one of the areas you can actually use thermal to clear out some of the enemies that would be hiding behind some of these thin walls. But it's one of those maps that you got to be very careful with. I'm gonna throw another one down just in case.
On me.
Like this gentleman here, for instance. We thought he could hide behind me. Well, get your ass over there, son.
You are weapons free.
That little plastic bamboo crap wall is not going to save you. And of course I'm using the UMP-45, so medium base SMG. Iron sights kind of suck on it. What are you idiots doing? Get your asses over here. Oh, you ain't got nothing. Get your ass over. Tell you, the AI is just not the goddamn smartest. They're great for spotting the enemy. That's about it. Like, where's his partner at? What are you doing, dummy? Oh my god, this stupid ass. Get his ass up. People worry about goddamn Skynet, and I can't get a working AI team over here to save my ass when I need to. What the hell, sir? The hell is he at? I really don't trust the AI. Yeah, he tried going around too. But yeah, that's theater. God. Sometimes the AI tends to bug out a lot to where they'll be like, one will be in the one area that you set him to, the other one will follow you. Or in this case, he's stuck in that one area and the other one just hid behind the wall. So it's like, not the smartest. Yeah, I would say bring in like an SMG or a shotgun, whatever you feel more comfortable with, because it's going to be a lot more close quarter combats. The sniper rifle can help you out somewhat if you tend to want to try to pick them off from like the hallways. Otherwise, not recommended whatsoever. If you're going to use something like a red dot / reflex sights with a assault rifle, make sure it doesn't have too much kick on it, because otherwise you're just going to be firing up like this. So that's why I use it. If I'm using the SCAR, I'm going to use it for single shots and try to go for the heads as best as possible. But those are the 3 maps, so hope you guys can continue to enjoy the guide. Stay safe, healthy and sanitize. Make sure to drop a like, think about subscribing, comment below, and if you have any questions, leave them below too. I'll see you guys.